Good evening, everyone, and thank you, Fred, for this honor this evening in receiving the 2008 Fred Tibbetts Award for Excellence. As an operator in this great business, we all share a passion for, and that is giving the best positive experience we can to each and every customer that enters our establishments. Tonight, I'm hosting a dinner in the Napa Valley for the American Cancer Society, a charity that I have supported for the past 20 years and have helped raise over $1.5 million for cancer research. I'm blessed, like many of you, that I can do something for others with the talents that God has given me, and in my case, put on the chef coat and cook dinner for 12. This year, we raised $100,000 for this dinner. You can imagine the difficulties of coordinating private jets, a Napa Valley kitchen, and my chef partners in the auction item, and that changing the date was not going to happen. I also want to thank you, Fred, for the generous donation of $5,000 that will be going to my alma mater, the Culinary Institute of America, in my name. It was at the Culinary Institute in 1976 that I began my career in this business. Speaking at my graduation in 1978 was Arno Schmidt, who I've seen over the years at the FTA dinner and quite possibly is there tonight. Arno said something that I've never forgotten. He made it very clear to my graduating class that it will take us 10 years to become executive chefs after graduation. That didn't sit too well since many of us had loans to start paying off. However, my interpretation was that he wanted us to understand there was still much learning after the CIA that was needed to be successful in our chosen careers. I find myself in my career today as Vice President of Restaurants at the Neiman Marcus Group, sharing with new hires directly out of hospitality programs throughout the United States similar advice. That is, stay quiet, keep your eyes open, learn as much as you can, identify with what you believe is wrong, and study what you believe to be right, and begin to shape yourself as a positive person with a can-do attitude. It is this type of associate that will advance quickly through the ranks. I spent the first 15 years of my career in the kitchen, beginning as a ski bum in the pantry at Top Notch in Stowe, Vermont. When I got tired skiing in Vermont, I left for Steamboat Springs, Colorado, became a sous chef at the Sheraton on the mountain. Soon I was offered a sous chef position at the Waiohai Resort on the island of Kauai in Hawaii. Probably the greatest opportunities of my early career choices was the fact that I worked with some fantastic European chefs from France, Switzerland, and Germany. I was part of that young American chef movement of the late 70s and the early 80s, the rebirth of American cuisine. I believe it was called New American Cuisine. What a great time to be a cook. No more studying Larousse or Le Repertoire. We understood the mother sauces, but we were now free to make our own version of them. So to the European restaurateurs that are there in the audience tonight, I thank you for putting up with us young Americans. The last 15 years have been spent here at Neiman Marcus operating all of our food service establishments here at Neiman Marcus and Bergdorf Goodman stores throughout the country. Many people don't even know that we have restaurants, but we're proud to acknowledge that our repeat customer count is well over 75%. So people do find us in the stores, and I'll be the first to tell you that retail dining is growing every year. Our company is planned to grow to over 50 full-line Neiman Marcus stores over the next 6 years, putting our total restaurant count over 60. Knowing the FTA dinner has a tendency to run late, I want to thank a few people before ending. I want to acknowledge my associates in attendance this evening from Bergdorf Goodman here in New York and the Neiman Marcus restaurant people from our surrounding Neiman Marcus stores here in the area, and thank them for a fantastic job making our restaurants financially successful and enjoyed by all of our customers when they come through our doors. And finally, I'd like to propose a toast to my wife and family and all of our families, partners, significant others in our lives who patiently allow us to be the operators we are in our establishments. Not an easy business while raising a family or just having the downtime to nurture a relationship with a loved one. Here's to all of you. God bless. And thank you for tonight.